They built their guest house to block my mountain view, so I had the county take it down piece by piece. My cabin sat on 6 acres of high ridge outside Flagstaff, land I bought 15 years ago for quiet and sky. From my deck, I could see the San Francisco peaks clean across the valley, a view I'd worked decades to afford. I'd built the deck myself, paid extra for the cedar beams, and kept the slope precisely cleared so the line from my porch to the horizon stayed open. That view was the reason I stayed through long winters and dry summers. The new neighbors, the Bensons, moved in last spring. They were from Phoenix, both in real estate, both talking fast. The first time we met, they leaned on my split-rail fence and complimented the view as if it belonged to them. "We'll probably add a little guest house up top," Mark Benson said, gesturing toward the ridgeline that ran right between our parcels. "You won't even notice." I told him quietly that the ridge was protected by setback rules, nothing taller than 15 feet within 100 feet of the crest. He smiled like someone humoring a child and said, "Oh, I'm sure the county's flexible." 2 months later, I came back from a week in Denver and froze at the curve of my driveway. A steel frame was already standing at the top of the hill, 2 stories, bright silver siding catching the sun right where the peaks used to rise. Workers in hard hats were unloading drywall. When I asked the foreman who approved it, he said, "Mr. Benson, he's got the permit." Mark walked up a minute later, sunglasses on, coffee in hand. "Nice, right? Adds property value for both of us." I said nothing. I took photos from every angle, then called the Coconino County Zoning Office. The inspector met me 2 days later. I watched him measure the setback with a laser rangefinder, frowning as the beam hit the new wall. "They're 38 feet over the limit," he said, "and they filed the wrong elevation plan." He documented everything. A week after that, the Benson's lawyer sent me a letter. It offered to compensate for aesthetic inconvenience with a $500 landscaping credit if I withdrew my complaint. I filed the letter with the county file. The hearing lasted 15 minutes. The judge reviewed the photos, the survey, and the zoning code. He ordered the structure reduced to legal height within 30 days or face daily fines. On demolition day, I stood by my fence as cranes lifted panels down. The peaks reappeared inch by inch through the morning haze. Mark watched from his porch, jaw tight. Now at sunset, the light falls clean across my deck again. The ridge is open, and it will stay that way.